So we are back with another NBA 2K17 news update for you guys, and today we're finally getting news and information about MyCareer. We've all wanted it. We've all wanted to hear what's going to be happening this year for MyCareer, and finally they've given it to us. So first off, we have a screenshot of something we've seen before: the creation menu for your MyPlayer. Clearly, this year now they're making more emphasis on making different types of players in not just MyCareer but MyPark and Pro-Am as well for skill-based reasons. So whatever you choose your height to be, your weight to be, your wingspan, your body length, is going to have an effect on your certain attributes. Like for example, if you have a very long wingspan, your shooting attributes are going to actually take a hit. So you're going to have to be wise with that. And also this year, they're adding even more unique ways to differentiate players with something known as archetypes. So not only are you going to have to take in consideration your position, but now you're going to also have to work on these archetypes. So here we are showing the screens of the positions, but now I'm going to list you guys the archetypes of this game of 2K17. So there's 7 of them. So there's Slasher, which is for all positions attacking the basket. There's Playmaker for point guards and shooting guards, which is also called being a point forward if you're a small forward, being a playmaker pretty much. There's Shot Creator, that's for point guard, shooting guard, small forward, creating shots for yourself. There's Sharpshooter for all positions, being able to hit deep shots. There's Point Forward. There's Post Scorer, which you're not going to see here, but it's for all the front court players. Lockdown Defender as well for all positions. And last but not least, Glass Cleaner. So on the screen here, you see the badges that you can get for choosing each archetype and also the starting level of cap. Now 2K on the record has said you will be able to increase your cap, so we're going to talk about that later. Right now, we are going to be talking about now finally the story of MyCareer and what you are going to be doing in MyCareer now for this year. So for this year's story, you're going to be teaming up with Michael B. Jordan, who is playing the role of Justice Young. Justice Young is a second round draft pick in the same draft that you are in, of course. And he has a chip on his shoulder. He has something to prove for being drafted lower than he expected. And he's going to be a very talented player. And the two of you are going to be basically developing one of the best dynamic duos in the NBA. So it's going to be you and Michael B. Jordan tag teaming together. And there's other characters in this story known as, right here, Denver. He's one of your pals. He used to play in the Euro League as well as the D League, so he knows the stuff that your MyPlayer is going through, and he's going to be there for you on the side. We also have here your Barber, which is played by Hannibal Buress. And of course now, we're going to be talking about the story basically, and how it's going to incorporate to playing in the game. So last year, the Living the Dream was directed by Spike Lee, but not anymore this year. This year is going to be directed by the same director that did Creed, which was starred by Michael B. Jordan. So they're going to be focusing more on the game of basketball, of course. And this year, there's an interesting dynamic that 2K is adding, which is probably going to be changing the way you play MyCareer. It's going to be known as Orange Juice. It sounds odd, but this is what they are calling it. So Orange Juice is basically you and Justice Young basically playing together and building chemistry. So I'm going to explain what you're seeing on the screen right here. Orange Juice is the nickname of your MyPlayer and Justice Young as a duo. Basically like the Splash Brothers, basically. So basically you're going to be utilizing the two of them when they're locked in. So basically when these two are locked in, you're going to be able to not only play as yourself, but switch to Justice Young and try to run some plays or do what you want. Or you could just play the traditional way and just keep playing with your MyPlayer. Now another thing that's been changing, that's going to change this year, is your off-court activities. So this year, you're going to be having basically a schedule of what you're going to be doing throughout the day. You're not just going to be doing one thing a day just like NBA 2K16, where you just decide, oh, I'm gonna do endorsement. No, maybe I want to do connection with the NBA player. No, maybe I just want to go to practice. So during different times of the day, you're gonna be able to choose what you want to do. You may want to go to practice in the morning, maybe in the afternoon, maybe at night, or if you see that it conflicts with something, like maybe a endorsement as per se, you may decide, no, I'm gonna go to practice maybe at night. I'm just gonna go take care of this endorsement right here, it stands. But then you notice it actually conflicts with this meeting with Paul George. So now you're gonna decide, oh, maybe I do want to meet with Paul George. But then of course here it says once again it conflicts with your meeting with Mountain Dew. So you're gonna have all these things coming at you, and you're gonna have to make a decision of what you want to do throughout the day. Maybe you want to get some extra work in, maybe you want to get extra VC in with endorsements, or maybe you just want to make a connection with another NBA player. All these decisions are yours, and it branches your story. So everyone's gonna have a different story this year. Now another revamped feature for this year is going to be text messaging. This year, you're gonna not just have one. You're not just going to be seeing text messages from various players or your friends off the court. You're going to be able to actually interact with them and have like a full-fledged conversation. So as you see here, Denver is texting Prez, which is the nickname for your MyCareer this year, and they're talking about, hey, maybe you want to get some extra shots in. So you can actually invite him to your MyCourt. And it doesn't just stop there. If you have connections with NBA players, for example, they gave an example of Karl-Anthony Towns. If you make a connection with him, you could have him come to your MyCourt and you could shoot around. Or maybe it'd be even better yet, play one-on-one. So this is a very interesting feature we're going to be seeing for this year. And we're going to see how it plays out. So here is also endorsements. These are different level endorsements. You're going to be able to actually have exclusive deals with certain companies, and you won't be able to have opportunities with others. Right now, what we're looking at right here is practice mode. So I'm going to explain the meter at the top. That is the doing work meter. Basically, as you put in more practice and more work, you're going to be able to upgrade your attributes, helping you become a 99 overall this year. So we're not going to be restricted. We're going to be able to become 99 overalls. Also here, where you see the Gatorade Sports Science Institute, they've added in several different things. You see the box jump here. You see the other activities here. Now you can actually also lift weights. So this is very also interesting to see. So MyCareer is going to be starting for us next week if you download the prelude. Here's MyCourt, of course. You can earn 3 of them. So there's a lot of stuff this year for MyCareer, and it's just very there's just a whole lot of things to go through, but you know, I can't go through this forever. I'm gonna have to cut this video short for you guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you're excited for this year for MyCareer. I'm excited for the schedule of off days, and next video, you guys, I'm going to be finally talking about my team. And if you want more about MyCareer, make sure you check the link in the description below for the gameplay blog. And I'll see you guys on the next video as we're going to be talking about my team. Peace out, everyone.